Welcome back to another Dynodaze video. We're about to put some coolant in this one and bleed it up, and our Richard will explain exactly what we're doing. Good morning, Richard.
Hello.
Hello. You're off to the Javelin Sprint Series this weekend.
I am this afternoon.
Are you excited?
I am a little excited, but I've got a lot of work on, so I wanted to get stuff done. Bit of a late night last night on this. We sort of promised the customer to try and get it back together and run it and finish this week.
Indeed.
It came in initially for a suspected water pump issue, a water leak.
Yeah.
Was foreign coolant out from the expansion bottle. Got bubbling from the expansion bottle. Stuck the bore scope down the cylinders, had a look, and we got two clean pistons or two clean areas on pistons, which sort of suggests every time you start it, you can smell coolant, things like that. All suspected head gasket type deal. This had an engine in it, and we put an engine in it previously, in fact twice, when he shifted it twice. And I was like, this doesn't look like we've done this. It was lagging out oil, it was completely, I thought, I wouldn't ever send it out like that. If it was leaking, I'd fix it first.
It transpired it had another engine since we seen it last.
I was so embarrassed that he'd money shifted it for the third time. He didn't bring it back here, he went somewhere else.
We love you, Sam.
But obviously, he had a bit, to be fair, didn't have a very good job done. They didn't do any of the seals, didn't sort any of the oil leaks out, didn't do anything, just basically put a dirty, grimy engine back in there. Anyway, it ended up being head gasket, which was mortifying for the young lad, I would say, for sure. But obviously it needed to be fixed. So I pulled everything apart, took the head off. It looked like it had been skimmed before, so whether someone's been in there doing it and not quite torqued it up properly or what, I don't know. So anyway, we've gone through it. We've done now all the gaskets and seals, all the bits that were leaking, tried to clean it as best we can.
It wanted two valves, didn't it?
Yeah, it had two bent valves as well. I didn't realise, well, I never checked them, to be fair. I took the head off and then sent it to our local machine shop, skimmed the head and said, oh, can you put valve stem seals in and just check the valves whilst you're at it?
Cylinder rebores.
And they obviously did exactly that and said, oh, you've got two bent valves as well. So lucky that obviously they were pulled out and checked.
Yeah.
So late here last night, 8 PM finish for me. But it was all together. I wanted to leave it overnight, let all the sealers go off, put some more in this morning, put some coolant in. We're just about to put some coolant in, bleed it up, make sure everything's all good, and then we'll get it on the dyno.
Yes, and map tweak, because obviously it had an engine since we last mapped it, and now it's had some more work on this engine. So yeah, time to put it on the dyno, make sure it's got no teething problems, and yeah, and get it back up on power. So here we go. So yes, you saw Richard, and he explained what we'd done to this one, but he did use some Molygen 5W40, which we acquired from our sponsor, worldoflubricant.co.uk. Worldoflubricant.co.uk, great place to buy your oil, especially mail order. Put the code DYNO in at the checkout and save yourself a bag of money. They've got additives, gearbox oil, engine oils, they've got some wash kit as well, but they're a great team, so go check them out. They support us, so we support them. Thank you very much. Well, we didn't do an overlay, but I'm going to show you the graph anyway in a minute, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, to be honest though, we weren't expecting it. It's got all the same mods on it, although it's a different engine, so we'll just double check it, make sure everything's okay. To be honest, it wasn't a million miles out, but it did need some fueling tweaks. This is something that I've tried to explain to people, and Dan does certainly. I've heard him doing it on the phone. They're like, oh yeah, well, I've took this ECU out of this car and it's got the same mods as my car. Yeah, that's sort of irrelevant. I mean, whilst it might be in the ballpark for, you know, for timing and things like that, it doesn't mean it's in the right ballpark for fueling. Every engine is different. I mean, the amount of K20 engines we see in whether it's an EP3, FN2 or K-swaps or whatever we see it, we've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of files that we've obviously done on cars over the years, and you might always look for the mods, so you put the mods in and you find a base file that's close and you put it on there, but it's never right, if you understand what I mean. Never. Not once. So you cannot take an ECU from another car and put it in, and you certainly can't do an engine swap and expect it to be the same and all the rest of it. So slight rant there, but nonetheless, this car was close because it was this car with these mods, and obviously, you know, so gone with that. But a little bit of tweaking in fueling, a little bit here and there. We actually made a bit of power in the mid-range, didn't we? Yeah. To be fair, only a tiny little bit, but again, this engine could be now healthier than the previous one because it's just had 2 new valves in it. They've all been lapped in. It's had new valve stem seals. Obviously, it's new head gasket. So yeah, could be slightly better. That's about it, really. There's not really a lot else to report. I finished on the same final figure, didn't we?
Yeah, so we finished on 243 again.
Yeah, 243
but
again.
just like we made some mid-range power, which is nice. So
yeah, definitely.
Value for money.
Value for money. Yeah, he wanted the pops and bangs taken off, didn't he?
Which we did.
Yeah, which we've done that. I think that's about it. I think
sounds amazing, this car.
I think it's done and ready to go. Yeah, but solid fab system on this one.
Yeah.
Solid fab big bore manifold with a solid fab exhaust. Yes. Cracking bit of kit, really does make some power.
Sounds great, don't it? Sounds absolutely great. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, let's look at the graph.
Let's look at the graph.
I put my specs on. Okay, so when we normally say redline as she came in, redline was actually the last time that we seen this vehicle, and we tuned it for the Dynodaze induction kit. Since then, obviously Richard's done his work, and we've mapped it again, and we've made a bit of power just here in the mid-range, which is great, finishing on 243, another one in the bag. Thanks for listening to me waffle on about our sponsor, worldoflubricant.co.uk. You know, I love those guys. They help me out, and I want to show that appreciation by making sure that you guys know what a great outfit they are. So if you do need oil, go check them out. Thank you once again. Mega ask from you guys that are watching the videos. Please do comment on them. So whether you want to talk about EP3s or Hondas in general, or if you just want to post Honda for life or whatever, please do comment. It really helps the algorithm for us since the YouTube thing changed. We're not YouTubers, you know, we're a business that makes some YouTube content. Realistically, every video we do, we've got someone picking up the phone and booking in, and that works so well for us. But we appreciate the support so very much. So thank you very much for everyone that watches, everyone that supports us, and please do comment, because that's really helping our channel out. We'll catch you on the next video. I hope you've enjoyed this one. There's hundreds of EP3 videos to go and watch on our channel if you want, and if you have got a question on any of the older videos, please do comment it on the video and I will respond. I see all the comments. I try and respond to every single one, so please do, and we'll catch you on the next one. Good luck to Richard at Snetterton this weekend.
Ready to elevate your ride? Dynodaze Performance Parts has you covered. From exhaust to ECU remaps, we offer top-tier parts for peak performance. Our experts provide personalized tuning to match your driving style. Join our community of enthusiasts. Join thousands who trust Dynodaze for their performance needs. Visit DynodazePerformanceParts.com and transform your drive today.